diastolic dysfunction, an earliest marker for diabetic cardiomyopathy. I am from MGM Medical College, Kishanganj, Bihar. Introduction. Diabetes mellitus has emerged as a modern epidemic and is at rising trend globally and will continue to be in future. In the absence of coronary artery disease, hypertension or any known structural heart disease, diabetic subjects have been reported to develop congestive heart failure and other cardiac dysfunction. Diabetic cardiomyopathy is the term which has been introduced for this condition. Cardiovascular complications are major cause of death in the patient with type 2 diabetes mellitus. Prior to the development of symptomatic diabetic cardiomyopathy, subclinical left ventricular diastolic dysfunction appears, which can be detected by 2D echo, thus aiding clinician for taking early intervention. What is left ventricular diastolic dysfunction? It is considered to be present if any of the following findings were seen in echocardiography. EA ratio less than 1 or more than 2, that is early rapid diastolic filling and late atrial contraction filling. Declaration time less than 150 or more than 220 milliseconds. Isovolumetric relaxation time less than 60 or more than 100 milliseconds. EE ratio more than 15, that is ratio of mitral peak velocity of early filling to early diastolic mitral annular velocity. Now the grading of left ventricular diastolic dysfunction. Grade 1 is delayed relaxation time, that is E by A ratio to less than 1. Grade 2 is pseudo-normalization. Grade 3 is reversible restrictive pattern. And grade 4 is irreversible restrictive pattern. Now aim of the study. Is to study the diastolic function of heart in normotensive, asymptomatic type 2 diabetes mellitus patients and its correlation with duration of diabetes, age and glycosylated hemoglobin, that is HbA1c. Now the materials and method. The type of study was prospective observational study. This study was undertaken in Mata Gujri Memorial Medical College and Lion Seva Kendra Hospital, Kishanganj, including 50 normotensive diabetic patients admitted in the medical wards from 1st December 2020 to 30th November 2021. All type 2 diabetic patients without any clinical symptom of cardiovascular involvement. Blood pressure of less than 130 by 80 mm of mercury with normal ECG were included in the study. All type 2 diabetes patients with other cardiac disease like valvular heart disease, ischemic and hypertensive heart disease, congestive heart failure and cardiomyopathy were excluded from the study. Detailed clinical examination was done, routine investigation including HbA1c, blood sugar, fasting and postprandial level and 2-dimensional echocardiography was done. Data was collected, computed and analyzed statistically. Inclusion criteria for the study. Known case of diabetes mellitus, normotensive population, that is blood pressure of less than 130 by 80 mm of mercury, age above 25 years. Exclusion criteria, diabetic population with other cardiac disease like valvular heart disease, ischemic heart disease, congestive heart failure, pregnant women, hypertensive people, non-diabetic population and the patient who were not willing for the study. Now the discussion. Our current findings demonstrate that diastolic dysfunction is common in patients with diabetes mellitus. Diastolic dysfunction has been broadly defined as diastolic in patients with normal systolic function and no symptom of heart failure. Excessive diastolic left ventricular stiffness is an important contributor to the heart failure in the subject with diabetes mellitus. Diabetes is presumed to be increased stiffness through myocardial deposition of collagen, advanced glycation and products. Similarly,
time is over.
64% of subjects from the case group had diastolic dysfunction. Now the result, left ventricular diastolic dysfunction was present in 32 cases, that is 64% cases. It was significantly associated with uncontrolled diabetes and assessed by HbA1c level.